Dear students, welcome to WTA Lab. Today we are going to discuss program number 7. The statement is like this. Write a PHP program to display digital clock which displays the current time of the server. Okay. So let me present my screen. Okay, I'll repeat the problem statement. Write a PHP program to display a digital clock which displays the current time of the server. Okay, in this particular program, two things we are going to learn. The first thing is how to display the time using PHP. That is the first thing we are going to learn. And the second thing is bit CSS. Okay, how to add and style information to the content. These two things we are going to learn. Okay, first thing we have to learn is how to uh, display the time, okay, using PHP. See, PHP comes with a function called date, okay, date function. Now first we will learn more about date function. Yeah, so I will make use of W3 school data. The date function formats a local date and time and returns the formatted date string. Okay, so however we want, we can format the date. So using a single function, that is date, we can get both date as well as time, format both date as well as time. How exactly a date function will look like? See, this is the syntax of date function. Date followed by two parameters. The first parameter is format. Okay, as we know, date will gives us the formatted string. For sometimes you want only the date, sometimes you want time, sometimes you want both date and time. Okay, in a specific format, those things can be controlled by this format string. Okay, and second one is timestamp. So you want to have a local time, you have to have a Greenwich meridian time. Those things you can control using the second argument. Okay, so these are the some of the options which are given. Okay, we are going to use these options in a format string. We will construct format string by using these options. For example, D, lowercase d, the day of the month. So which will give you the number. That's all. Capital D, a textual representation of the day. Okay, 3 letters like that. So you should be aware of these options before constructing the string, format string. Okay, so we will execute one example program. Yeah, and we will check it out how exactly it will work. See, see echo date, date of one. So which will display current day of the week. Okay, there is some other formats are used. Okay, see here date of one, that means current day of the month. Okay, next J. J mainly tells us about, you can see here J. Yeah, J, the day of the month without leading zeros 1 to 31. Okay, so here you see small j. So here we are displayed day of the month in number. Okay, capital S mainly specify th, 18th, 29th, 16th, like that. Okay, so this half, it is a string we are placing like that only. Okay, F, so which gives us the month number, Y the year number, 4-digit year number. See, this is the time format. This is the time format. The time format is HIS. H means hour, I means minutes, S means seconds. Okay, if you added a capital A, okay, then AM or PM values will be get displayed. That means the time will be displayed in 12-hour format. Okay, not the 24-hour format. Like that, we have to frame our own string. Okay, and pass it to the date function, which will return in this format. Whatever the format we are asked, in that format it will be displayed. Okay, so now what we are trying to do is we are trying to display the server time. So server time, that's all. Okay, date we don't want. So only we have to display. The design is something like this. Okay. Just a minute. The design is we are trying to display like this. Fine. So we'll start coding. So only thing we are going to use is date function with the specific format. Okay. Yeah, we will start a new program. Okay. So hope everyone is with me. We'll start writing the code now. I'll increase the font size so that you can easily view. The first element is doc type element. Okay. Less than exclamation doctype html. Document type definition is over. Next is root element html. Next we have a head section. We will add a title here. Okay, digital clock we'll say. Okay, uh, right now I am going to close this. In the head section is over. Next the body section where we are trying to print the value. In the body section I'll use a paragraph tag here. Okay, then immediately I'll start my PHP because we should call the function, right? Echo date. Okay, so how we are planned to display? Yeah, so we need a minute, hour, seconds. Okay, that too in a 12-hour format because we are displaying AM and PM. This is what our design. If you want, you can make out your own design, not an issue. Okay, so hour we are going to put it in date is a string, no? Format is a string. So h colon I minutes colon seconds. Okay, and I'm going to add a because we are in the last example we are seen. So I'm going to close this. I'll close the p tag also. Without directly we can't miss the content, so that's why we are going to use the p tag here. That's all we have to do. And then excuse me. Okay, so this is what we are written to display the server time. I'll save this as time.php in the htdocs folder. Okay, time.php. Save. It is saved. Now we will go to the browser. I'll say localhost. I will check whether my server is working or not. Yeah, it's working well. Excuse me. So I'll go to WTA folder and I'll say time.php. Yeah, it's displaying. But time is displaying, but it's not a digital clock. What is the meaning of digital clock? It has to change for every second. So what we have to do for making this page into a digital clock page? So we have to refresh the page for every minute. Sorry, for every second, right? So we need to add the refresh tag. We need to add the refresh tag. So refresh tag, I am going to add here. Yeah, probably everyone is knows. So we can use meta tag here. Meta refresh. Okay, I'll save this. So that refresh tag we added. Now we will check how exactly. Yeah, see, our digital clock is working. So is this is enough? No. So our intention is, see, our design is like this. Our design is like this. So it is bit bold, it is center of the page, right? So according to this, we will add some style information. Okay, as I told you in the beginning. So in this program, we are learning two things. One is displaying the digital clock that we already done. Okay. Second part is bit adding the style information. Okay. So we are already familiar with the CSS style sheet. I'm going to use that in my program in order to make it attractive. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll use a body level style sheet. I'll use a body level style sheet. So body level style sheets are placed under style tag in the head section. Okay. So I used a paragraph tag. So I'll use it here. So it's a element selector. So element name we are going to specify. What I'll do, I'll use color. First, I'll change the color to white. The moment I change the foreground color, you probably know I'll change the background also, because if it is white, it won't display. Next, I'll increase the font size. Font hyphen size colon 90 px. Okay, I increased. And the position I'll make it as absolute. Why I'm doing this? Because whatever the values I will specify, for that values it has to set. It should not be relative, previous values. For example, if I won't make absolute, if you say, okay, 50. So earlier it was 10. If it is 10, it will become 10 plus 50. So to decide position, what I need, it won't come. So that's why we have to, whenever you are specifying the position values, you have to make it absolute. Okay. Then I'll set the top around 50%. In auto, I want to make it center. So that's why left colon 50%. Okay. So I want to make it center. That's why. Next. So then what I have to do? I have to shift the content, right? So that's why I'll do transform. I'll do transform. So this transform will bring the content, the text from uh, the first column, first row to the middle of the page. Okay, then I made color as white. So then I'll change the body. I'll change the background color as black. Okay, I close this. Then what I have to do, I have to close my style tag. Fine, I'll save this and I'll go to my browser. Yeah, automatically it will refresh, right? So it has come to the center of it. So our design is also look like this. Okay, and our output is also look like this. So this is how we can construct the digital clock. Okay. So thank you very much for listening. We will stop now.